Hello, guys. Welcome back. Um, Update on my health. I'm feeling much better. Much better. Not 100% yet, but yeah, I feel like I'm really getting there. But before that, why I feel much better now? Last, I think, a week ago, I really felt so. Another night, another attacks of terrible headaches, and I really felt so weak and so sick that yeah, that was the worst, really. But while I was lying down, there's this word that keeps ringing in my head, just popping, keeps on ringing, and I remember that I already looked into this word before, and I even started doing it already, but I wasn't that convinced yet that it was really going to work. So I stopped until recently. Yeah, while I was lying down, very sick, that word just popped out again. So I looked into it again, and I got across this video in YouTube that I want you also guys to see. I want you to watch this one before I go on, so that you will have an idea what I'm talking about. Okay, let's watch it.
We're going to talk about the major benefits of something called autophagy and exactly what autophagy really is, okay? So in the cell, you have something called the lysosome. And lysosome is like the garbage disposal. It's like the recycler, which takes all the damaged parts and breaks it down. It has all these enzymes, and then it spits it out as free fatty acids and amino acids, which are the building blocks to make body tissue. At this point, they're pushed out to different parts of the body in which you have cellular remodeling. So just imagine in your house, you have a garbage disposal, you put your garbage in there, and let's say it comes out as great wood, nails, raw material to then build your new kitchen, your new bathroom, and other rooms in your house. Well, that's exactly what autophagy is, which it takes garbage and makes it into new, good raw material so you can then build new cells. So it's very anti-aging. It's very good to protect the brain cells, to regrow new brain cells and nerve cells. It's great for the heart to regrow new heart cells. So it's very protective against the immune system as well. So what it'll do, it'll take defective, damaged parts, push it into the garbage disposal, and intracellular pathogens like microbes and fungus and yeast and viruses and all sorts of things, and it's going to recycle that in this powerful lysosome. And then we have something called misfolded proteins. Now, what does that mean? Well, in your body, you have all these structural parts. You have different parts of the cell, and they're all different types of combinations of proteins. They basically have different shapes. So when these proteins are not shaped correctly, that would be called a misfolded protein. Okay, and those build up, they accumulate, and they develop into this bigger piece of protein called amyloids. Okay, amyloid deposits are what you see in the brain of an Alzheimer's patient, Parkinson's. A lot of times you see it in diabetics with the arteries, cataracts. There's a whole bunch of diseases called amyloid diseases in which this kind of plaquing or protein plaquing plugs up the body. Okay, and those are basically just the accumulation of misfolded proteins. And these proteins can be very, very toxic. Okay, so your cells can take these, recycle them into new raw material that can then be used for rebuilding. So the question is, what would cause an accumulation of these misfolded proteins, which would be damage to the mitochondria coming from high levels of oxidative stress, usually from high insulin. Okay. And I've done videos on this before. We talk about the connection between insulin resistance, which is high insulin, and Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Well, this is why, because of these proteins that get shaped incorrectly and they plug up the whole system. So you can see there's some major benefits for autophagy. You have neuroprotection for your brain and nervous system, regrowing of brain cells, cardioprotective for the heart. You have immune protection, it's anti-aging, and the list goes on and on and on. And of course, the biggest thing that will trigger, the most potent thing that triggers autophagy is fasting and intermittent fasting. Okay? Another reason why you need to start doing intermittent fasting, it's the most powerful thing because it corrects insulin resistance, it keeps insulin down, and it'll start to trigger this survival mechanism. It's counterintuitive. You would think if you're not eating or you're fasting, you're going to starve and deplete your body, but it goes in reverse. It goes into this protect mode and it enhances your survival. Very counterintuitive. Taking all this damaged stuff, putting it through the recycler, coming out with fresh new material that can be used for regrowing tissue.
Okay, that video there. Yeah, it's talking about autophagy, how we are made up of cells, and that as we continue with our lives, many of our cells gets weak and eventually dies, damaged and stuff like that. And autophagy, what autophagy does when we trigger autophagy in our body is that it will, the younger, healthier, stronger cells will eat up all those, rubbish, those trash in our bodies, and recycle it and turn it into a new, cell. So it's really something, it's interesting. So while I was lying down, that keeps ringing in my head. So I said, Lord, I really believe that it was God, keeps whispering to me the word autophagy. And of course, I really do believe that God can just, with just a snap in our fingers, can just, do a miracle, heal us. We know that God is capable of doing that. But it's also something, when we also do our part, how we show God that, we are so willing to do our part. So it also makes sense because we get back into disciplining ourselves again. So yeah, that's how I remembered this word autophagy again. So I looked at it and watched loads of videos about it, and I decided that I will start. So I actually started already 4 days ago, and you can't believe the progress really. I already started, 2 days ago, already started exercising again. Um, I started, walking and stuff like that. Not really 100% yet, but I can really feel the progress. I can really, feel much better than the other week. So I decided to make this video because I was thinking I will, document everything right from day one. No, not day one. Okay, I'll begin to count today, and I will document everything, progress and stuff like that. I will do a health vlog. I will upload the videos in YouTube so that you can follow me there. Together we will see my progress, and let's discover this autophagy if it really works. But I really do believe that it does because I really do believe, like I said earlier, that it was really God who keeps on whispering that word to me, autophagy. Out from nowhere, I just, remembered it. It just, ring like crazy. Autophagy. So I invite you all guys to go with me with this journey, health journey, and see if it really works. And I will encourage you also. Okay, I'm willing to be your lab rat. I'll be your lab rat so that let's see if it works. Then I invite you all to follow, because I feel like it's really working, guys. So I've started 4 days ago, so I will continue to document everything with vlogging. So I invite you, if you are kind enough to subscribe to my channel, I will um, post the link in this post so that you can all go there. And yeah, let's go on with this one together. So that will be all for this video now. I hope you will look forward for new uploads so that we can see if this really works, and let's go with it. Thank you.